Sicko had his press conference for Hull, and some interesting things came out of it. Hello and welcome to the video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's face, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So, Sicko was talking about, he said about Diaby, the one that we're looking at signing. He said he won't say anything about the player until they are here. But he said, I've always say the same, we are very close to some players and the club is working on the situation and we'll see what happens in the next few days. He has said as well he would like to see it before the whole game, so we'll see what happens there. Now, he did say no departures are looking at coming in out the team. He needs players in, then out. And this brought up a very good situation where there was a player who we know is not in his plans as such, but kind of thing. And it's basically Marvin Johnson. And basically Johnson turned around and said that he got the thing where he said, everyone is in my plans. This is one player of the squad. We know about the championship, and already you need 25 players that are ready to play right now in my head to try and help the team. When asked about the 32-year-old, could he allow the departure from the window, the fan is sure when more players arrive, then maybe I have to make some decisions over which ones to select. But right now, all my focus is on players that we have now. We are concentrating on that few games, not only Marvin, but everyone's in my head trying to get the thing. He needs to continue working every day. Each player has a duel with players in his possession. For example, Mustaba sleeps, another player is coming in. If someone else sleeps, another player coming, maybe Delgado. Someone else is not doing good. I don't put them in because of whoever playing is getting 100% the very last game. This is about the first 11, and he basically was very interesting about it. And there were some things that it was interesting with what he said about I need players in right now. I don't need to be talking again about saying it once I've got players in and maybe I can sort that out. He also spoke about fitness. So Bayern missed the last game. Palmer did not feature, but it sounds like they're all ready to go. It looks like Michael Smith returned to training today. He said one of the things that we have to know is that the squad right now is that 99% of players are okay for the weekend, and this is good news. Michael will coming back today and very good. We'll see him tomorrow if he's 100%. 99% he looks like he'd be able to play. Malik has some problems and we'll see if he arrives or not. So Malik Wilson was one they're not too sure about what the muscle strain is and how it'll work. But I thought the press conference was good. Got some other things here, like a lot of questions got asked about the keepers. He said we have 3 good keepers. They'll fight for the place. I don't just have a number one. Each keeper will have a way of fighting for the place. And he gave an example when he was at Watford, where Fort had it and then Batman got it as well. He spoke about Michael just had a tight muscle and he was rested, but he's ready for the game. They went on to talk about formation changes and how he said they can use different situations. Now, this is the thing. Very, very big word that Munoz liked to use a lot. Munoz even, sorry. Liked to use a lot is situations. He liked that situation football. He said he wants the team to get a lot more physical in terms of ready. You just think they're still a little bit leggy a little bit. And I think he's just waiting to see that coming to a fruition. He wants them to be stronger as well. He said away games a good start and he knows that the team travel. He said also that Charles is going to stay at the club. There's no thing of loaning him out. They want him to stay here and improve under the tutelage of Antonelli and the other 2 goalkeepers in Dawson and Vacqued. Bernard is doing well. He's settling in well. He's only been here 7 days, but we're interested to see what happens. We went on to the Johnson thing, which we've just been on. He said there's been no change in the Joey Pugh situation, and he seemed a bit annoyed about that. That there's been no change. He went on to talk about Hennigan. He said he's still training with us, and he's close to seeing what happens, and they'll find out what they're going to do with him when it comes to it. He seems like he's quite positive with it. Now, watching the training video back that we did, really interesting training stuff. A lot of like first touch kind of thing. today from what it looks like. First touch, trying to get that first touch right quicker, get it all quicker. And I think that's something we'll probably see improve. We can see that being a thing. He also spoke about Barry Van, how he's the right-hand man. He said he's been good to see how he gets on. But the thing is, the one thing I took from the training videos is how already ingrained he is with the players. Already how all the players look okay with him. Like, granted, we didn't actually see Marvin Johnson in any of the training footage, which is interesting. I don't know if that's by design or not. But Bayer's looking well. Pato being Pato. You had the situation where you looked at some of the stuff. Windass was looking pretty strong. Smith was in there as well. So good thing to see, and good to see some youngsters in there. Cadamartri training with the first team at the moment, which is good to see. Maybe he'll see some minutes off the bench. One of the things we've got at the minute is that as of right now, it's starting that whole thing of trying to get them to the point where he's happy with it in terms of how we are. Like I said, we need to be faster. We need to be faster. He said we need to be from minute one faster and start well. And I think we'll get that. And you can see with some of the training stuff, you can tell us a lot of it is first touch based. Even though it looks like fun and game with it, but it's all first touch, how quick you can react as well. So that was interesting. That's the kind of style thing. You can tell he's trying to up the tempo with how our pattern is. He wants it sleeker. He wants it faster. So, and it's really good to see all the coaching staff getting involved in the training games. Just really was. It's good to see that happen. It's good to see even the gaffer getting involved and having a laugh with them. And I think that's a really good thing to have. You had the thing of, well, you also had the new players doing their initiation songs, some good ones. So we'll see what happens. It's interesting because this whole game, I think, let's see where they are. Let's see where Hull are well in this, because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Hull, if I remember correctly, did Hull turn around and say they had some stuff done. They're on the verge of getting a player done today by the sounds of it, on a 3-year deal. So if that happened, they could have a start on the weekend. They got a 26-year-old player from Mentz is a done deal by the sounds of it. Striker Benjamin Taha is on his way to the club, so that could be interesting. It's interesting how other clubs are going down this whole route of using the foreign market that we can. So let's see what happens. They could have some signings there as well. And yeah, it sounds like they want to really they want to really go at this one at their first home game. Is it the first home game? Yeah, I think it is. I think they were at Norwich last game, weren't they? They want to go at this anyway. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we can get a win on the road. See things improve a little bit. And one thing I will say is, one of the things that people were asking about distribution of BadQuest, Tom Coaching, Total Football did a really good deep dive on how you're playing it out from the back. Really good to see. So go have a look on Twitter, you can find it. But let's see what happens. I will be doing a preview tomorrow. I'll do a preview tomorrow. There is going to be a live stream tomorrow night, your usual Sheffield Wednesday roundup. And then after the game on Saturday, around about 9 o'clock, there will be a debrief. And we'll throw in the Stockport game at the debrief as well. I think I'll make it a bit longer. But I want to try and plan that out as well before I do it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.